Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 25-yard line. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now Mariota on 4th down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Tackle there by Michael Pierce. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Mariota to throw it this time. Flushed out right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Ravens have got it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 17 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Mariota to throw it. Trying to improvise. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Mariota now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Mariota being chased out left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tucker's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I can't stand myself.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Rolling to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Jackson. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. get us started. It's Cade York.
And off we go from Cleveland.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Now it's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Set to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Finding
his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To throw is Brissett. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. To throw, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check. Check 56. Watch the screen.
Brissett. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Kill. Right. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Here's Brissett. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Middle. Right 56.
Brissett to throw on first. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brissett. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running it.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Jackson to Bateman there. 1st down, Ravens.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from and it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Brissett on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Fourth down, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Flush to his right.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
50.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Whipping this truck, I was left up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rubbed the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm turning my vision. You young, she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and themselves. Just Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They go play action now. Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Past the 20. 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 46 yards.
And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Jackson on 1st down.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays on a scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Jackson. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 34 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, 71 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll buy some time right, and that's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson.
A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Jackson will throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Right to the air is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Buying time to his left. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Touchdown!
Downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, we waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you waste, time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay,
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
and the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Led the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Herbert on 3rd down now. Flush to his right.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brent Urban there to get him down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman, 48 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
The final shot before break. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big pickup of 38.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, it's a shuffle. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 101 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Understand he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Herbert to throw. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Jackson to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Now the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your M.O., and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about...
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.